today's lecture, we will learn how to write informal letter. Let us start by seeing the question. You have recently started working for a new company. Write a letter to English-speaking friend. In your letter, explain the reasons why you changed job. Describe your new job. Tell him or her your other news. The question is simple. You have to write a letter to your English-speaking friend that you started working for new company. You have to tell the reason for leaving the last job. You have to describe your new job. And you have to provide other details to your friend. Before writing the letter, let us see its format. Firstly, we will write the starting salutation. For informal letter, the starting salutation will include dear and friend's first name only. After writing the starting salutation, you will leave one line. Then you will start paragraph number 1. In this paragraph, you will write the purpose of your writing. That is, you will say while you are writing to them. You can see the example of it in the parenthesis. I am writing to let you know that. After writing the paragraph number 1, you will make the number of paragraph according to number of bullet points. In this paragraph, you will explain the bullet points along with the supporting details. After explaining all the bullet points, you will leave the space of one line and then you will write the closing sentence. The example can be, looking forward to hearing from you soon. After this, you will write the ending salutation. Here the example is, all the best and comma. And lastly, you will write your first name only. Now, after learning this format, we should start writing the letter. We will write according to the format and I'll keep on mentioning what I have written in the letter. Firstly, for starting salutation, I have written Dear Ben and comma. For next paragraph, I will write the purpose of writing. I thought I would just write to let you know that I finally quit my job and found a new one abroad. After this, in second body paragraph, we will explain the details of bullet point number 1, that is, explain the reasons why you changed the job. It will be much more exciting than my job with the local council ever was. I'm sure I told you that my manager left and since then it's not been the same. We used to have a laugh at work. Not anymore. Now let us see the third body paragraph. In this body paragraph, we will explain the details of point number 2. That is, describe your new job. Anyway, I start teaching English as a foreign language in Italy in June, which will suit me down to the ground. You know I've always wanted to live in Italy, don't you? It's going to be a real challenge, but very rewarding too. I'll be teaching both adults and teenagers and I can't wait it to begin. Now let us write the fourth body paragraph. In this body paragraph, we will explain the bullet point number 3, that is, tell him or her your other news. I'm sure you'll be amazed when you read this, but I have started learning to play the guitar too. You must remember how I hated music lessons at school. But this is so much fun. After writing this, we will leave the space of one line and then we will write the closing sentence. I hope you will be able to come and visit me sometime soon. Leaving one line after that, we will write and salutation. Keep in touch. Then you'll write your first name, Steve. So this is how you write an informal letter. Let us now see the useful language for this type of letter. Starting with how to open your letter. The suggestions for the same are, I just thought I would write to let you know that I finally quit my job. Next is, I'm writing to tell you about, and then you will continue the sentence according to your question. Next is, I thought you might be interested to know that, or I thought you might be interested to hear that. And the last one is, I thought you would like to hear about. Next is useful language for closing your letter. First one is, I'm looking forward to hearing all about something related to your question. Next is, write back soon with your news. After that, I can't wait to hear all about. Continue with the content of your question. And the last one is, let me know if you need anything. Now let us see the suggestions for ending salutation. Make sure that you select the best ending salutation that you find on the internet and use it in all your practice examples, because you are going to write this essay only once in your exam. So have a practice of the best ending salutation. Let us see the suggestions for it. The first one is best wishes and comma. Next is give my best wishes to your family, or give my best regards to your family, or give my love to your family. After that, I hope to see you soon in. Mention any place according to your relevance. Or you can write see you soon, or take care of yourself. And the last two are I wish you all the best, or all the best. Now, after referring the format, the sample answer and the useful language, I will give a practice example to you which you will have to write on your own. But firstly, I'll explain the question. The question is, you have recently been to stay with an old friend for a few days. You hadn't seen each other for a long time. Write a letter to a friend. In your letter, say how you felt about the visit. Refer to something enjoyable that you did while staying with him or her. And finally, invite your friend to visit you. I'll explain the question. In this prompt or the question statement, you are supposed to write a letter to a friend with whom you have lived for a few days after a very long time. In your letter, you have to mention how you felt after spending time with this person. After that, you have to mention something enjoyable that you did while you were living with him or her. And finally, you have to invite your friend to visit you. Please refer the above mentioned format and the useful language in order to complete this task. So this brings us to the last part of this lecture, that is tips to improve your informal letter writing. The first point to remember is you should use the contractions such as won't, can't, am and so on. When you use the contractions, your letter looks informal. Second thing is you can use exclamation mark once in the letter to show the surprise. As you know that we cannot use this interjections and exclamation mark in this academic writing. But while we are writing the informal letter, we can use this, but only once in the entire task. After that, follow the format strictly. Do not use the slang words. Now, even if it is informal letter, you should maintain the sense that you are writing an academic task. So, you are not allowed to use the slang vocabulary. And lastly, after finishing the entire task, you should verify it once, because there is a tendency of students to make the mistakes while they are writing fast. So, complete the task before 2 or 3 minutes and give that time to check your errors. I am very sure that you can easily identify and correct them. This is the end of this lecture. I hope you have understood. If you have any queries regarding this lecture, please write to us freely in the comment section. We will make sure to clear all your doubts as soon as we can. Thank you for attending this lecture. I'll see you in the next class.